Hi, my name's Tony Ruby. I live and work in and around the Grantham area, and I live with my family on Gunnerby Hill Foot. I love personally how great Grantham is, and I wanted to share just how awesome the place is. I want to share with you most days over the coming weeks some people who I would consider to be true heroes of the local area, and talk to them about their stories, how they're dealing with these unparalleled and unprecedented times, and why the town has taken them to their hearts. Today, I'm with Dean Ward, a name which lots of people will know, a very proud RAF Regiment gunner, also known as a rock ape, long-time businessman of Grantham, and now Councillor and Deputy Mayor. Tell me, Dean, how are you doing today?
Morning, Tony. Yeah, life's good, mate. Coping is the word I think everybody's using at the minute. Coping fine. I've got the wife with me, which is nice. She's usually out working. She's a local taxi driver. So, yeah, life is good. I just wish the sun will come out and make it even better.
We could do with a bit of sunshine. Last week was good weather, wasn't it? This week's perhaps started a little cooler, but you never know. Can only get better. Yeah. So, a man who's known well around town. What is it you love about Grantham, Dean?
Well, I'm a city boy. I was born and bred in Leicester. I joined the Royal Air Force Regiment when I was 17, so I left there and I didn't go back. I met a local girl, one of the Taylor family, well-known family in Grantham. I met her. My last posting was RAF Waddington. So I met her and I settled in Grantham 26 years ago. I mean, Grantham, I like its size. Like I say, I'm a city boy. It's got everything you need. Mm-hmm. When you're not talking about the traffic, you can get everything quite quickly. Mm-hmm. It's people. It's people are great. Grantham people. They're no nonsense people. And also Grantham, its location, central of England. I do military reunions at the Black Dog Pub twice a year. Yeah. And I get 100 people come to that each time. And they love it because of its location. It's on the A1, and they come down and come up from all over the country. So yes, Grantham to me is my home. Yeah,
absolutely. I think what's great about Grantham is everything you've summarised there. But I think when people live here day in, day out, what you often find is they don't always appreciate just how great they've got it within the sort of confines of what we call home. I think it's phenomenally located. I think when you think, I'm a family man with 3 kids. Fantastic schools to choose from, great residential areas to live in. You live up on Sunningdale, I live up on Gunnerby Hill Foot. There's some lovely, lovely areas to live. And I think that often gets lost on perhaps some people who are just sort of in and around it all the time. But those who visit are often the best gauge, aren't they? Because they visit for maybe 2 or 3 days at a time for one of your dues, as I've seen some pictures now and again. And if they're leaving real positive feedback about the place, that's actually what people think of the place, isn't it, really?
Oh, it is. Yeah. So, I mean, these reunions, we fill the hotels, the restaurants, the takeaway places, even the taxis. They love it. Brings a load of people into town. Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I used to own Rumours Club bar, and we had 330 there on a hot summer's day. It was fantastic. It was brilliant.
Yeah. So what was it about? You would say obviously you met a lady who sort of introduced you to Grantham when you were in the RAF Regiment Gunners. What happened then once you sort of settled in Grantham after your Waddington post?
Well, I mean, I did when I come out of the forces. I did all sorts of work. I worked at PAS, Salversons for 6 years. Wow. That was okay. Paid the mortgage. So I've been a factory worker, I've worked on building sites, I've done door work in town. Then eventually I moved on and I bought Barcode.
Oh, wow, Barcode. That's the name.
Oh, no, that's the name. Closed now. Yes, it was rough and ready, but it was a fun place.
Yeah.
And then I bought Rumours Bar, converted it from the old Sorrento's Italian.
Yeah, I remember it, yeah.
Yeah, I converted that into a bar, and I retired at 50. I'm semi-retired. I've gone into a few houses, bought a few houses, and rent them out. And with me, councillor work and deputy mayor work. Although it's very quiet at the minute, obviously. Yeah. It keeps me semi-busy, which is what I like. Yes.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, I mean, what do you think about, the people of Grantham obviously have taken you very much to their heart. I didn't realise actually you weren't a Grantham lad. I thought you were a Grantham, right the way through. I didn't realise it was sort of a city centre start in life, but clearly you say Grantham is now home. What is it you think why do you think the local people have taken you to their heart with, supporting your businesses, supporting you in your councillorship, and obviously ultimately landing you the deputy mayor role?
It's nice to think that people have taken me to. I consider myself down to earth. No nonsense. I hate red tape. I love cutting through red tape. I'm also the South Kesteven District Council Armed Forces champion.
Okay.
And someone came to me at the Armed Forces Breakfast Club we have down the pub a couple of times a month. He said, Dean, I'm struggling with an issue. I'm getting the South Kesteven. They're saying it's county saying it's district. I've managed to cut through the red tape there and sort it. That's what I like doing. All this or fill out this form. No. Sometimes a loud voice and just open a door, it can get things done. So I do like to get things sorted for the right people. I mean, sometimes people are. I've been stopped on the street. Dean, can you get us an house? It doesn't work like that. Yeah, we've not got that sort of power. No,
indeed not. But clearly something you're really enjoying the challenge that comes with it.
Oh yes, I love it. Yes,
yeah,
I mean most of the time, most of the issues that come my way, I enjoy. I mean, I'm on the licensing and alcohol committee.
Okay, well you've got some good history there with it, haven't you?
Yes, it's yes, Hunter. It's because me being an ex-publican and a wife a taxi driver. So we've got some first-hand knowledge of some of the situations that come before us.
Sure. Who does your wife drive for?
Streetcars.
Streetcars, yeah, I know where they're located. Just off the marketplace there, isn't it?
It is opposite Argos.
Yes, I know it. Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah. So obviously you've got family in the area that I know of, I think. So what can you tell me about your family in the Grantham area?
I've got one boy. He's 29 years old and also in the Royal Air Force. He's stationed at Nettershed, near Norfolk. He's just been promoted to corporal, which is fantastic.
Congratulations.
So he's a corporal now, and he's just about to go to RAF Coningsby, obviously a Lincolnshire base. So he's got a house on the Sunnydale just round the corner from us.
Yeah.
So he'll be travelling home every night. It's great to have him nearby.
As a man who's done that before, that must be quite something, is it, to be able to live at home whilst you go to work that close?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's a single lad. He's lucky that he's got on the property market, on the property ladder. So, yeah, he's got his own house. He's a bit house proud of it. I mean, the Royal Air Force do offer you single men accommodation, so you can stay on camp if you want. But no, he prefers to travel home. Yeah.
Good stuff.
He loves Grantham as well.
Nothing like your own bed, is there?
No, you're right.
So can you tell me something interesting about the town of Grantham that people might not know?
Well, yeah, something that's close to heart. Not many people know this, but the Royal Air Force Regiment was formed in Grantham in 1942 by royal warrant at the now defunct RAF Belton Park. There was 66,000 of us rock apes during the Second World War in Grantham. I mean, the whole of the regiment now is only 2,000 strong. So there was a lot of rocks during the Second World War here. We've got the regiment has got a strong history with Grantham, and this is also one of the reasons I do the reunions in Grantham.
Amazing. I did not know that at all. Obviously, I know Lincolnshire was, RAF Bomber County and all the rest of it, but so I didn't realise actually that Grantham had such a deep connection. That's incredible. That's fantastic to hear. Yeah, well, that makes a lot of sense as well with your reunions. I'm sure they love coming back to where it all started.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. And obviously, you've been in around the area now for 20 plus years. I mean, what do you think's changed the most with Grantham people over that 20 years?
They're angry. They're angry about the hospital.
Yeah.
They're fed up of the backpedalling It's not as councillors doing. If you talk to any councillor, they not only want the A&E open 24/7, they want a state-of-the-art. I mean, Grantham now, was it 45,000 strong? We deserve a hospital, a new hospital, not just reopen. Yeah, that's what they want, and they're getting really fed up and tired of politicians. I know it's there's not a lot of money in the central pot, but surely they can do it. Get it, if not, get it back open. Yeah, build us a new one.
With the proposed growth of the town, you've got to wonder why these things aren't sort of even, got an even stronger case to remain open, haven't you? When you sort of look at the numbers of homes they're looking to build over the course of the next 3 decades, there's got to be a stronger case for a better facility than what we've got at the moment, hasn't there?
Oh, big time. Yes. Yeah.
So what would be the one thing you would change about Grantham, and what would be the one thing that you keep the same?
One thing I'd change, again, it's the hospital. Back to the hospital. One thing I'd keep the same, don't get too big, Grantham. Yeah, don't become a sprawling place like Nottingham, Leicester. I know they're cities, but stay the size you are or grow slowly. We're a brilliant size, everything close by. Yeah,
we're lucky, aren't we, in that respect? I think we've got a perfect sort of size of, not a small town mentality, but a good size of place, which actually then is great for drawing in, Marks and Spencer's coming back. Companies like that don't often go back to a town once they've vacated. And you look at some of the actual retailers that are operating in and around the town, clearly an attractive proposition, isn't it?
It is.
Dean, give me one word to describe Grantham and its people.
Awesome. Awesome.
You can't say more simple than that, can you? You can't say simple that. I've got one final question, and this one is probably designed to whet people's appetite. And you can throw into this as many local names of companies that you will go, or bars that you'll go into, or restaurants you'll go into. But once all this is over, what's the first thing you want to do? What's the first place you want to go to, and what do you want to do?
Take the wife out. The wife's coping well. Obviously being at home with me, she's not used to that. I'll take her out for a nice meal. My favourite restaurant, I'm afraid to say, is not a Grantham place. It's Damon's Diner.
Damon's over at Lincoln?
Yeah, Lincoln, the A46 bypass. I love it. A couple of places in Grantham. Everest, Indian restaurant. Yes, she likes a nice Indian. Just be able to walk around, see people again, see people's faces and talk to them without keeping this 2 metre distance. And mind you, is it 2 metres now we're coming out of the EU, or 6'6"? Anyway, I just have to imagine you, Tony, between me and someone else. That's about the right size.
It's about the size of it, yeah. You come round and measure my hole up, you'll know how far it is away from each other. Yeah, I think you're right. I think, this, obviously we're doing it all for the right reasons, but I was saying to somebody the other day, there's nothing quite like seeing your mates and giving them a bloody good hug. And just some people need that as well, don't they? I think I'm quite a huggy person. I need that. When I see my mates, I want to give them an embrace, not just say hello to them or give them an handshake. But so if you were, would you go out for a few beers in Grantham?
I think I would. I mean, I'm 55 now. Gone are the days of painting the town red, but every once a week I'd like to go out for a drink, try a few bars in town. Yes,
where's your favourite place for a tipple at the minute?
It's difficult now. Gotta say, the Black Dog.
The Black Dog,
traditional pub. Chris, the landlord, good bloke. So I'd say the Black Dog pub. Yeah,
Black Dog. I'm a big fan of Black Dog. I also like the Blue Pig. And whilst we're down that neck of the woods, I quite like the Beehive as well. I think there's some fantastic little boozers around there. Yeah, fantastic. Well, Dean, thank you very, very much for your time today. I've got to say, it's been an absolute pleasure. Really enjoyed chatting with you, learning a bit more about what you do, what your hard work's looked like in the past. And obviously, I just wish and hope that everything goes well for you and your family over the course of the coming weeks as we battle our way through this issue we've got in front of us. And I wish you and your family well.
And you, Tony. Hey, Grantham, stay safe.